Hey everyone, this is Pastor Troy. Sorry I missed you the last few months and it's been hectic and I haven't really had a lot to say. I kind of ran out of thoughts of, what do I talk about? What do I do now? Kind of thing. And it's just kind of, the channel is kind of laid on the back burner and I apologize for that. But today I want to talk about inspiration. And sorry, I'm in a hotel room in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And so, I'm not in a really good place to have a discussion, but this is where I am. I'm at a conference this week. But I want to talk about inspiration because I had noticed a beautiful poem on another channel, INFJ channel. As I was reading the poem, I was thinking about the poems I've wrote in the past and how the inspiration to do so has come to me. Um, and I want to talk about, your writing style. Uh, this also happens when I'm preparing notes or for sermons or different, lectures or whatever. Um, I've noticed, years ago I had a pastor get up in the pulpit and he made the statement, that he really, how do I put this? He was condemning a certain preacher that he knew that could absolutely preach the house down. I mean, his sermons were outstanding. I mean, he just was able to connect everything and it was just beautifully scripted. Everything was perfect and it was right and it moved the crowd and it did the job. He said, when I asked that minister, well, how long does it take you to prepare a sermon like that? He said, it would take me, hours and hours a week to prepare that kind of a message. He said, oh, brother, he said, I can prepare one of these in just a few minutes. And so this other pastor was distraught. He thought, now there's no way that something that magnificent can be prepared in a few minutes. And it blew his mind. And so I thought about how many times I've wrote poems or songs or sermons or I can't name, lectures or whatever. And when I get in that frame of mind where I'm being inspired, it comes to me sometimes in a matter of minutes. And I can sit down and write an entire poem just within a few minutes. And it just, it just comes to me naturally. I don't have to, sit around and go, oh, what's the next line going to be? And, oh, an hour later, I'm still thinking about it. Next week, I don't know what to do. I woke up in the morning and have an entire sermon or entire song or an entire poem or I mean just flood my mind and I can't write it fast enough. I can't get it out fast enough. I can't put it down fast enough. Now, if I don't put it down right then, I'm going to lose it because, as soon as I get out of the bed and I walk around the room and I take a shower or I do whatever the daily routine is to get prepared, well then after I've kind of gotten away from that moment, that epiphany, if you will, if I walk away from it, if I don't write it down right then, I'm going to lose it. It's going to be a thing of history. So I just give it up. So I wonder, do you other INFJs relate to that? I mean, especially if you write or if you're into public speaking or, if you have to prepare notes for certain events or for certain aspects of your daily life, how does inspiration play a part in that? Do you find yourself, rather quickly just being able to poof, everything you need is right there at the tip of your brain. It just comes to you in like an outpouring of information. And you're like, wow, I mean, sometimes things just come to me so fast that it blows my mind. I'll prepare a sermon and all of a sudden scripture after scripture after scripture, illustrations, this, that. And it just comes to me just in a flash. Everything just my mind it's like putting pieces of the puzzle together and all the pieces just come in one moment, just bam, 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 and everything just makes sense. That doesn't mean I'm not a good person because I don't spend days or hours and fret and worry and toss and turn at night over what am I going to say. I believe that's just part of maybe the way my mind processes that kind of information. And so I'm just curious, how do y'all process it? How do y'all function in that kind of thing? Do you write poems? Are you able to, do it? Does it come to you like, in waves of inspiration or Anyway, I'm sorry the lighting's, I'm right underneath a bright light. It's too bright, but uh, excuse all the nonsense. It's noisy outside. I'm in the mountains. It's beautiful out there. It's fall of the year, and I love it, but it's kind of noisy out there. Excuse all that. But I just wanted to throw this short video out and just get some feedback and hear from you. And how does it, how does it come in your, how does it come to you? I mean, the way you write, the way you carry on. I'd like to know. Anyway, that was just a short thought. I love all of you guys. I haven't forgot about you. You take care and God bless. Bye-bye.